And we got our first crew of the day coming in on approach. Let's see how they do. So we've got somebody at the back getting the lines ready to roll, and somebody standing in the bow. And the stern's gonna kick out on them. Our bow person jumps off. They have the line, but the stern is kicking out. And now Cap's gonna have to try and find a way to get this one back around. But there we go, but the boat's gonna wind up hitting the dock as they do so. They go for the line toss. It was like a half toss. It didn't go anywhere. And they'll get the step off here at the end. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting Boynton Beach. And here we go, our next crew comes in on approach. So you can see the flags whipping just a little bit, indicating there's a slight breeze today, nothing crazy. Sometimes it gets a little wild down here at Boynton. With the way the wind comes whipping through the inlet, it's just a straight shot from the ramp down to the inlet, and it can make for a little bit of a chaotic scene from time to time. So Cap's trying to approach, doesn't like the first attempt, and is going to have to back out and try and reline it up. So making his turn here in front of us, back into gear. And it looks like he's going to switch sides, as it looks like Wavy is shifting the lines from port to starboard. And feels like he has the line, but here it's not a bad call. You can see the way the flags are blowing from left to right across the screen. That means the boat should be pushed into the dock, but he steps in and kicks it out, so it's going to pull out based on his step off and the way he grabs the line. And these concrete pulls give everybody a hard time down here at Boynton. Here you can see our girl, she's trying to step off the boat and push the boat back off the pole as she does so, but she is able to get off. So we've got a lot going on. It got busy really quick down here, and there's a lot of action right here. You can see boats all over the place as they're all kind of trying to figure out which slip they're going to go into. So our tuner decides he's going to make his move first and start heading in on the dock. But you can see we've got one right here. There's another one on the right-hand side, so two more boats making an approach in. So they're going to turn and go for the line, and then there's another one, obviously off to the left. A lot of action going on right here in the little turning basin next to the boat ramp. So our second crew follows the tuner in, and they're going to go, well, they're going to attempt the starboard side dock and unfortunately wind up missing. But look out, they're backing up, and there's another boat coming in behind him. So we might get a little collision action here. And no, they're just going to miss on this one as he notices it and starts to turn the boat. So going to have to make a second run at this one, as they wind up missing on that first attempt. So coming back around with it, gonna try, it looks like possibly for the same dock again. Man, coming in at a weird angle, but there we go. But he's gonna cut the other boat off that was over here now as they were coming through. So it looks like on attempt 2, they're going to miss another time. And our boat that's sitting here waiting is going to have to probably back out and get out of the way a little bit. Now they're going to try and bring it around. And they're finally getting it lined up around, and they might be okay. It looks like somebody's on the dock. So that will just leave our next boat that's been sitting here patiently waiting for everybody else to kind of figure out what they were doing. And let's see if he's going to go for the port side dock on the open one. It really did get busy fast down here. It's so crazy how it happens. Everything seems to happen at once. At one point in time, there'll be nothing going on. Nobody launching, nobody retrieving. And then all of a sudden you get that moment just like this, where it's like they all left Beer Can Island over here, which is right behind the ramp, all at the same time. So there's a trailer backing down in the slip he was going into. I'm wondering if he's trying to get onto that trailer.
Walk? Yeah. Let's be nice. What we find y'all? He's taking a video.
Miami boat ramps.
Oh shit. You're Miami boat ramps? Oh, you about to see something special? I follow you on everything, brother.
All right, good. We appreciate it.
And interacting with the camera guy, feel free, guys. If you see the camera guy, give us a shout out just about every single time. If you do so, I will put you in the video. We used to highlight a ton of that back in the beginning of this, and we've gotten away from it a little bit, but I'd love to get back to it. So if you see the camera guy, just give us a big Miami Boat Ramps yell, and I promise you, I will put you in a video. And not in the bad way, like where you're smacking the dock. So our crew, yes, he was coming in on the trailer, kind of misses on that first attempt, still trying to get it around. But struggling to try and get it on, but man, just a couple busy moments down here. So it slowed down a little bit after all the chaos that happened, and here we go, we've got our next crew coming in. So we've got somebody, looks like up in the bow of the boat. And they're taking it easily, slow rolling it in. Which is what you should do, Cap. I mean, you know that. You never approach anything any faster than you're willing to hit it, because at some point in time, you're going to hit it. It's just going to happen. Boating's a little different than cars, as I don't care how good you are, at some point in time, you're going to hit a dock. So, crew coming in here again, another one. Coming in at a funky angle as they're trying to get the Hurricane on the dock. It winds up hitting the dock, just as we mentioned. That's why you come in slow. So next crew working their way toward the dock as Cap's trying to get her lined up. So he starts to make his turn. I guess he's decided which way he's going to go. And now we get a little throttle happy action as he's trying to get it lined up. Man, really backing into that throttle. So it was in reverse, back into forward hard. Getting that boat pointed in the direction he wants, I guess. Again, never approach anything any faster than you're willing to hit it, as we've mentioned already in this episode. So you gotta be cautious with that throttle, but he's got plenty of time to slow it down, which really isn't moving that fast at this point. It's tough to tell. I can't tell if they've got the angle or not. They do. Okay. For a minute, it looked like they didn't have it. They were coming up a little short on the side, but they're able to get the boat onto the dock. And our crew has been here for several minutes now trying to get this jet ski trailer back down the dock. One of the old school Hummers, so they're a little wide, not a great spot to view. That single jet ski trailer, I'm assuming no backup camera, has to be a pain in the butt on this. And they have been trying now for several minutes and not succeeding at all. So pulled forward again to try and straighten it out, and they're going to try again to back it down. And it's turning toward the ramp on them. The wild part on this one is you've got all three lanes. Line up in the middle, back it down real quick, load her real quick, and get on out of here. They are all up on the dock now. But I guess they've got it in the water, or at least close to being in the water. But the Hummer itself is literally probably touching the dock. You can't get much closer than that. I wonder if they can even get out of the vehicle. So it's hard to tell what they're doing here, but they're going to try and load her up and get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.